Hey guys, welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC video for 11/26/22. Hope all is well out there and everybody's planning a safe holiday week. If you got to drive anywhere, stay safe out there. What this is our final order cutoff show. These are books that are coming 3 to 5 weeks out. This is our last chance to adjust numbers of things that we find interesting. So it's usually keys, possible future keys, hot covers, and number ones, and things like that. We don't have enough time on the show to cover everything. There's dozens and dozens of books every week. I suggest you go to previewsworld.com. Type in, when you Google it, I'd say Previews World FOC. It'll bring it right up for the week. So, if you just need the Avengers for that week or whatever it is, that's available to you there. And if it's a DC book, Lunar Distribution is the better one to have. So definitely check those out. And without further ado, we're going to jump on in here. All new Firefly, big damn finale. So this is kind of the end of all their they've been pretty much just on comics for years now, based off the show and movie. This is going to be a huge conclusion. It's an $8.99 book. We do offer 20% off on all of our single issue books, and that's for people we ship to or local pickup. So right here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Somebody, not all of them are making it out alive on this one. Some major character is going to die, I'm sure, the way they worded it in the solicitations. So if you're a Firefly fan, so that 10 times fast. This is definitely one worth picking up. With that cover, I'm guessing it could be Jane who passes. Mona finding A cover. Nimit Malavia B cover. Becca Kari cardstock C cover. This one's a little more at $9.99, $8.99. On the Book of Slaughter, number one, this is a one-shot, $10 one-shot, and it's going to tie in House of Slaughter and Something is Killing the Children, and it follows the main Slaughter woman, what's Maxine Slaughter, and it kind of follows her past, and it's going to be kind of a prequel to the upcoming story arcs on both stories. So every 5 issues or so, there's a story arc. They do a story that lasts about 5 issues. This is going to kind of set up the next for both series. And it's also going to include a sizable guidebook that delves into the history of their whole organization. So that can be cool. Got a Dan Mora A cover. And I just like the way he did the eyes on here. It's a good looking cover. Dan Mora B cover. TBA FOC reveal cover. Dylan Todd D cover. Gru, Gods Against Gru, number one. Gru, the guy, Sergio Aragonis creation. He's kind of a hapless wanderer, barbarian kind of thing in a more cartoony style. If you know him, you know him. So this is a new Gru miniseries and should be a lot of fun. If you want just a good, whimsical, fun read, something that's not trying to be so serious all the time, think this is for you. So Sergio Aragonis, you might know if you ever read Mad Magazine, he always did the little cartoons that were in the margins, stuff like that. So The Witcher, Ballad of Two Wolves, number 1 of 4, a new Witcher series. Basically, Geralt has been called to a town, Grimwald. Is it Grimwald? Yep, Grimwald. And something happens, and he's got to kill a new monster. And Dandelion, the bard, is trying to write the perfect ballad throughout the story as well. So If you're a fan of the Witcher series, this is a good one to jump in on. Got a Rebelka B cover, Schmidt C cover, Lopez. These must be the Piglet sisters he's going up against. That they say, yeah, I think it's the Piglet sisters. ASM 17, John Romita Jr. A cover. The main one on this is the variants, guys. They got a classic homaging ASM 50, first Kingpin.
Just, and it actually is a good John Romita Jr. cover.
Yeah, and that's just a classic, iconic. We had one out of a $1 box today that was a take on that old cover. So many people have copied that cover over the years. It's just one of those classic Spider-Man covers. Ed McGuinness design variant. It's Disney's 100th anniversary, guys. So with true Marvel fashion, I'm sure they're going to be pumping out a ton of these covers. This one's pretty cool. This is an homage for Avengers number 4, which was when they pulled Captain America out of the ice. So you got Minnie Mouse as the Wasp and Pluto as Giant Man. So it's just, this one could be real cool. So
I like Donald as Thor down there in the corner, trying to handle that.
So definitely one worth picking up, and I hope they do a few more of these. There could be some real cool ones with that. So a lot of fun. Avengers War Across Time. This also deals with, this is kind of an homage to, but it's that same team. It's the original Avengers. You had Hulk starts with them, but he leaves after the 3rd or 4th issue, and then they have to fight him, but they get Captain America in the 4th one. So this is all the Ant-Man turns to Giant Man in like after issue 3 or 4. So this is the classic team, and they are fighting Hulk, and they're fighting Kang, and they're fighting through multiple different, I think they said centuries.
Yeah, yep, I think the next issues I've already seen is going to be like a World War II.
Okay.
And it's what era that's going to be in.
So there we go. Could be a good, of course, Kang. I think they got a lot they're going to do with Kang over the next few years. Martin Coccolo B cover, kind of a classic World War II look there too. Iron Man versus Hulk, Alan Davis cover. Blade, Vampire Nation #1, second print. This book came out, I think, last week. So second print on that if you missed out on it. Ghost Rider #10. This kind of brings the big story arc they've been working on to a conclusion. He goes up against Exhaust, and they're fighting in Chicago and underneath Chicago. Blackheart, Exhaust, Zeb and his magicians, Talia Warroad, they're all going up against each other, and featuring a bunch of new allies and some familiar faces. So who knows who all they're going to bring into this thing. But great Bjorn Barron's A cover. Phil Noto classic homage cover. I think some of these homage covers could be pretty cool. Panosian C cover. On to Gold Goblin #1, second print. Again, another book out last week. So if you missed out or just need the second print, there's that for you. Hulk #1 facsimile. They're putting out some great facsimiles. Good $3.99 price tag. $3.19 with the 20% discount. Miles Morales #2. This is a first full appearance of Rabble, a female villain that they're pinning up against Miles Morales. Great Ruan A cover. A lot of action going on in that one. Baldari graffiti variant for B. Stephanie Hahn's classic homage. This one I really like. Homaging Spider-Man 1 from McFarlane that had 50-something variants back then.
And 5 million copies.
Yeah. Star Wars Hidden Empire #1, second print. Savage Tales Winter Special. This is from Dynamite, so they're going to have Vampirella story. I think there's a Red Sonja story in there. It's going to be a big anthology piece with a lot of stories, a lot of writers, a lot of artists. Great Arthur Suidam Frazetta style cover there. Liam Sharp V cover. And a Raphael Kyanan cover. Curse of Cleaver County. This is another double feature horror anthology. This is, I'm not sure the company on this one, but if you like horror stuff, this is another anthology, 2 stories per book kind of thing.
Source Point, possibly.
Okay. Actually, yeah, that adds up. It looks like an SP there. Ryan Brown, kind of throwback cover. Kit Wallace B cover. Action Comics 1050. There's some great covers for this, guys. There are 17 covers. I'm going to take a moment here and express how I feel about this. This may not be a popular opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I think these companies, especially the big two, DC and Marvel, are just pumping out too many covers. As a small comic shop, we are buried in this stuff sometimes. We got, most people get the A's, maybe there's a cool B or C cover. And then if there's a bunch of extras, because I feel a need as a store to have every one, they just sit around, and we could have them for years. Once in a while, it's a big enough issue, somebody wants every cover. But more often than not, the oddball covers just sit around. So as a store, I'm seeing a trend of more and more of this. Like a good example was Dark Crisis had something with 10 covers last week. I only ordered about half of them. So if we show a cover that you guys like on this show, I do really encourage you to order it through us, put your name on one if it's something you really want. Now, the big stuff we're going to have, the hot artists we're probably going to have in the store, but there's, out of these 17 covers, there's probably 5. If nobody asks for them on FOC, I may not order them. It's just enough is enough with all these crazy covers. I usually have one of every cover.
And at least $6.99 price.
Right, for a $7 book. We as a store pay for this stuff with no returnability, and I'm just tired of burying covers in dollar boxes after a year. So with a book like this, I will order any FOCs, any books people order and ask for, we'll order. As far as what we're going to have to go out on the rack, though, I'm not going to have all 17 covers on the rack, most likely. Great. That being said, they try to make a anniversary extra size issue with all these covers on every book nearby. This is 1050. They just did it for Action 1000.
Well, the biggest thing is they're sort of reintroducing Superman into the DCU.
Yes,
they're restarting his story, so they think it's a big deal.
Yeah, and it is. I'm not taking anything away from that. This is probably a great time to jump back on and start reading Action Comics, but we are going to be a little more conservative with ordering the covers. So, that being said, Action Comics 1050, Steve Beach A cover. Then they all jumped to $6.99 for the cardstock cover. This was one of my favorites, Alex Ross homage to Action #1. Great cover. Megan Huang cardstock cover. It's okay. Crystal Kung cardstock cover. Probably won't order this one. Lee Weeks. It's just okay. John Jiang cardstock cover. I do like this one quite a bit with his parents. Raza cardstock cover. This one's really nice. Gabrielle Delato. Great cover. Mike Perkins. Meh. Just okay. Riley Rosmo. Again, it's fine. Dan Parent. I'm an Archie fan. I do kind of like this one. I know it's not everybody's taste, but and not the best Dan Parent. Steve Lever cardstock cover. I like this one because it's funny. Simon DeMeo. Meh. Pamela Hugaboom. This one's kind of fun. Nathan Zerdy. It's a pretty good one. Rafael Sarmiento. This one's pretty cool with steel. Jim Lee holiday card cover. Definitely probably have this one.
And we're done.
Yeah, but that's a lot of covers at $6.99 a pop. It's a lot for a store to order. So I'll step off my soapbox now and move on. Blue Beetle Graduation Day number 2. This one is going to introduce, I believe it's the Yellow Beetle. And there's possibility, some rumors that they could introduce other Beetles and characters and whatnot in this. So Gutierrez A cover. John Stewart, the Emerald Knight. This is John Stewart. I'm going to read this one because this one is a little more complicated. Been trapped in the dark sectors for months with the rest of his Green Lantern comrades. The power of the Godstorm at his disposal. John's using everything he can to take down Esoc, the mad new god, and bring his fellow corpsemen home. John will need to become something new to win the war against Esoc. He'll need to become the Emerald Knight. The A cover's okay. I really like this J Hero B cover. It reminds me of some of those Power Rangers close-up covers they've done over the past few years. So, and that color is just popping. But well, that wraps it up for us tonight, guys. Do get those orders in by Saturday. Check out our sales shows. We typically do Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We are taking Thursday off for Thanksgiving this week. Also on Facebook and YouTube. And also we will have our big Black Friday and Small Business Saturday sale in the store this week. So we're a lot of 50% off back issues. Dollar bins will be turned into 50-cent bins, 20% off almost everything else, deals on everything in the store. So come check that out if you're in the Raleigh area. And then our Sunday morning show will be offering a lot of deals as well to reflect that to our online audience. So, well, we appreciate it, guys. Everybody have a safe Turkey Day, and we'll catch y'all next time.